Welcome back to VBA Excel Billing System Project Tutorial 2, and hopefully this will be the final part of this tutorial. So let me just remind you guys how the system works. So I've selected all of these components because I intend to purchase all of those items, and just enter how many I want there. Oh, 78. Make sure you're drunk. Alright, so now let's enter the name for these guys. So let's say his name is Drew Drunk. That's his name right there, and it lives on Brinkman's Way or Drinksman Alley, whatever, and his postcode is DD1 or DD007. Telephone number is 02091199907, which means you get drunk, you'll be arrested by police. Okay, if I click on this is what happened. The cost of each item is right there, and if you notice right here we have the sales number, or you can even call it reference number. The other thing is you can validate the cost right here. You can always enter 823.26 plus 144.07 and check out that is incorrect because I didn't enter it all right. So let's say 823.26 plus 144.07. check out what we get there. We end up with £967.33p, just like we have in here. So that is correct. But guess what, guys? If you notice, I click on the total, and as soon as I enable the content here, both this my command button here was enabled, total was enabled. So if I click on command button, add items, right here, that's where I store my items. If I click on that very command button, I just want you guys to have a look at that. Nothing happens because there's no codes in there. Okay, and the same thing applies to the view. Total works, refresh works, exit works. So if I click on refresh, you can always go back to tutorial 1. You will see all of those information here, but guess what? Refresh is not working here neither, so I should take care of that for you guys. Exit. Oh, exit is not working as well, so we need to take a look after that. The only thing that works in here is total. Okay, so let's close the whole system and go back to VBA itself. Double click on exit. Exit will be unload me. Done. Now in the case of refresh, let's look for the refresh right here. We need the name of every single component right there, and there they are. One of them is there, txt rice. So if I double click on that, txt rice.text, and all I need to say is clear. So the next one I think is txt beans.text, and the same thing applies. Then I also have maybe txt mileage.text. So for exit, that's all we need to do. I will speed that up and get back to you guys. Okay, these are the codes for refresh. All I just need to do is to get rid of the content there. So if I run the program again and I decide to enter whatever value I want to enter in there. Okay, those are my value in, and enter the name of the customer, maybe Kingsley, or maybe Kingsley, I think there's an S there, something like that. Okay, his address is let's say Seed Weed Town. So let's go for the postcode SWT7, and telephone number. Let's make up some numbers. Okay, that's Kingsley Town. All I need to do is click on total, but look at this. Supposing I mistakenly click on add item, that is incorrect. So we need to do something about add item. Add item should only be triggered by total. So what we need to do is go back into maybe form initialization page and just make the form, ask the form to disable this. Only the total can enable it. So let's do that now. So let's just give the refresh a try. The refresh works there. but the view doesn't work. Exit works. So now let's take care of the view first, and then let's take care of the view. Double click on that and just go for view and say unload me, and let's say sheet 1 because I intend to use sheet 1 dot select. Then let's go for sheet 1 dot range, and the range will be from, let me enter my speech mark there, A1 speech mark close and dot select. Alright, those are the lines of code for the view. So if I go back into my system right there, okay, done. So now to initialize, I need the name of this very command button here, that is cmd add item. So double click on the form and scroll right down to form initialize right here, which is right here. So instead of enabling this, so I'm gonna say cmd make that enable disable. That is correct. So the only thing I then need to do was officially to go into the postcode here. Double click on postcode and unclick right here. Postcode will not, let me cut that off. Postcode will not be able to enable anymore. Only the total. Double click on total. Total is the only command button that will be able to enable that. So where is total again? I have too many lines of code. Double click on total. Let's say let's paste it right here, and so if I run the program again, this is what you get. If I enter my data in there and enter names here, let's say that is Sally, and come right here, enter Sally's address, date road, and come right here, enter the R6. You see, this used to be the trigger function for all the buttons, including add item. Now that doesn't happen anymore. If I enter, let's say I enter the telephone number, and not until I ask for my total there will this come to life. Notice my sales number is right there. If you notice, the sales number is randomly generated followed by the postcode right there. As I said earlier on, you can always verify by using the calculator. Okay, now if I click on add, nothing happens right there. So that would be the last coding we need to take care of. So let's double click on add item right there. Okay, the next thing we do now is double click on add items right there and enter the following lines of codes. Here they are. Right up here I have my variables that I'll be using for add items, or that I've used for add items. Let me move that up, and right here I've set my spreadsheet 1 to my variables, and here I've set the range of this spreadsheet to add new. So let me move that up so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Move that up as well and move these up. Okay, let's go back down. From here down here, this is how I've added each of the content on the text box to my spreadsheet. So let's go to column 1, row 1, and that goes to column 2, and so on. So in total I have 13 columns. We start from 0 to 12. So if I come right down here, I have each of my text box emptied. So I ask them to be emptied so that I can enter the following or the next content onto the spreadsheet. So let me show you my spreadsheet right now. This is my spreadsheet. On the spreadsheet I already have the following titles in place right there. If I run my program now, file, enter, just check all of this content there and enter whatever value I intend to enter in there. Okay, now enter the name of my customer, Peter Parker. Is Park Avenue. So Peter Parker lives in Park Avenue and postcode is PA9. Telephone number, that's it. That's Parker's phone number. So if I click on total, there you get all those values in place, and all that is left for me to do is to add those items onto the spreadsheet right here. You can see there's nothing there. So let's see if this will work. Click on add. There we go, guys. Peter Parker live in the following road, Park Avenue, and so on. Okay, let's enter more data into the spreadsheet. Let me open that up. Okay, so run the program again. Let's run the program now. Enter the following value for this guy. Let's say the customer now is DJ Omen, and DJ lives on Goodman Road, and postcode is GR5. Telephone number, that's his phone number. Now click on total. Let's see if our add items works again. Scroll right down, or maybe just move it aside and just click on add items. You see that, guys? That works as expected. Let's give it a shot again. So let's enter some other value in here. Speed that up now, and the name is maybe jump long. Okay, jump long leaving 98 Jump Street. Okay, postcode JS3, telephone number, whatever he wants there. And all we need to do now is click on add on total, and let's see if this will work again. Let's go for add item. Add item is right here. Click on add item. That is it. So you guys see how the system works now. So I believe you all enjoyed, and with that brief tutorial, I think I'm just gonna call it bye for now. But there's one more thing left. I think I noticed when I click on add item, I still have 1, 2, 3 still left out. So we might as well just take care of that before I go. So when I double click on add item, right here I intend to enter those 3 text box. So there they are. So let me give that a shot one more time. So we have 90 bags there, and maybe 67, 55, and mileage. Okay, so that's it. Enter the name for that guy is maybe Tony. Okay, now come in here. Address is Hill Road, and the postcode is HR9. Telephone number. Okay, so click on total there, and add to our spreadsheet. Look at the spreadsheet, the first 3 we have in there. Now we need to add 20 more on the spreadsheet there, and that is how you develop what I called online shopping center, and the name of the program is billing system, created using VBA right there. So with that, I'm just gonna call it bye for now. I suppose you guys enjoyed the brief tutorial, and you all have a nice day now.